folks, Farmer Nerd here. It's late August now here in Northern Ireland, and we've had an exceptionally hot and dry summer. And I planted these sweet corns that you see me just climbing through there, getting snails out, about 3 months ago. And it's amazing, totally amazing how much they've grown in literally 3 months. Because you can see when I posted the video of me planting them, if you look back, it couldn't have been more than 3 months ago. Totally amazing. I think they're almost ready to take a sample one and do that in a few days time maybe. Still very, very solid. Below last year last time I had them, I think I left them on too long. So I do want to try one early this year and see what it tastes like. And the grapes have been super successful. The heavy cutback is the way to go. I was only testing the heavy cutback this year, and I only left like 10 bunches on each side, whereas before in the previous year there would have been maybe 50 bunches on each side, and it just became too much as little individual grapes burst in each bunch, and then the juice leaks everywhere, and then the flies come. But if you only have a small amount, then it's easy to go around them every day and wash them and maintain them. And look at how much they've fattened up. Like, they didn't fatten up this much last year. Super tasty. And there's different types of tomatoes that my mum put in. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, but I love the smell when you rub the stems. Glass. So we're going outside here. It's like a jungle in there. And these apples, these should be ready shortly. They're not quite ready yet, and I forget the name of them. These Discovery apples, these have been ready for the past 2 or 3 weeks. I've been giving them out to people because there's going to be too many for me to eat. And later on in the year, the red on the outside of the skin start to bleed into the inside of the apples, and you see like red veins running through the white flesh inside, and it makes them sweeter, less bitter. But we'll take a sample one here now, see if we can find a nice one that doesn't have any bugs on it. Looks reasonable. Minor defect. But when you have this many, you can just ignore that defected part. Yeah, really nice. I noticed in a dead palm tree that I had, it had died on me about 6 months ago, but I kept it, and look, fresh shoots coming out the bottom. It was dead, but it's not dead. The honeysuckle is doing really well. Lovely smell off it at night time. If you get a calm night with a gentle breeze, you get the smell coming off it. It's lovely. Going on around them, we've got the blueberry, and these are fattening up well this year. Got 3 really blueberry bushes. It's really my mum maintains these. These ones are turning black. More Discovery apples. Haven't started eating the ones off these trees yet. And these ones I believe are called Cox's Orange Pippin. These are a little bit smaller and harder, and they ripen up later in the year. Usually after the Discoveries are overripe. These ones are just coming ripe. And then those ones later down, they're again harder and less flavour, but they ripen up almost around November, December time. So you get good succession between the Discovery, the Cox's Orange Pippin, and then whatever that one is, I forget. And the sweet pea have been flowering all year. They're just coming to the end now. But it's been like a big wall of colour all year, and cracker smell off them. Oh yeah. The barbecue's been well used. Must have cooked about 20 Angus burgers this season. Maybe get a few more in. Because as I say, it's been exceptionally hot and dry. That's an unusual plant up there. It's called Russian vine. There's a very strong smell of it. I'm not too sure if I'm a fan of it. It's growing all over the hedge in the future. When I eventually get around to cutting the hedge, I'll cut all that as well, but it always gets tied up in the hedge clipper. It's a nuisance, but it's nice. And my palm tree's almost straightened himself up. When I got him a few years ago, he was literally bent over at a right angle, but I've been placing him facing the sun. He's been slowly straightening himself up. Hello, Bob. What are you up to, Bob? Eh? The neighbour's cat. This was a bonsai tree. It was my brother's, but he went to Australia like 10 years ago, and it was kind of forgotten about. And the thing looked like it was dead, but I repotted it, and it's sprouting out rightly. It's an odd shape of tree, isn't it? So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, because there's these big bits here with no growth. I just cut it back to here. I think that's what I'm going to do, but I'm not sure yet. Big ferns are massive. Maple corner. Hanging baskets are still flowering away. That's a nice little one. I wouldn't know what you call it. Having to water every other day really to keep the plants alive in these weathers. Look at this. I think this is the first time. I'm not sure if this will get big enough to eat, like, or if you need to have them maybe in a glass house. But the fig is fruiting, just being outside. There's something like, if you don't want to be afraid, you have to sit under a fig tree or something. But look, I wonder if it'll ripen up enough to be edible. And then these are the plants that I sell on local website. It's been reasonably successful this year. Maybe took, say, 500 quid since the start of the year, over maybe 20 different sales. And recently, with ones that haven't sold, like if they've been sitting there for a few months, I've started to like mix them together and plant them together to make custom planters. See if that'll shift them. This one, for example, you've got your spider plant, your aloe vera, your mondo grass with the unusual, it gets purple flowers, and then the purple flowers turn into those blackberries. And then a hanging basket with ferns, fuchsia, mondo grass. There's a few other things in there. And then there's a mixed basket as well. It's almost over, like, but it used to have these orange flowers coming all the way up. And now that the orange flowers are over, the reeds from the pond shed should start to come up with succession. And when they're finished, maybe the foxgloves will come up with a bit of luck. But it'll be next year really before that's proper. Need to give it a good cut down. And then let it all grow again. So that's pretty much it for this time of year. I've got lots to be thankful and grateful for all the food that the Lord's given me, that I can just walk out and pick with my hands. So all the best, folks. I hope to speak to you soon.